everybody, this is Miss Heather with the Hagerstown Public Library, and it's time for STEAM. Today I kind of changed it up from an experiment I was going to do, and we are going to do our very own lava lamp. I actually found this experiment kind of scrolling around on Facebook, and I have random science things that pop up, so let's get to it. So you're going to need 4 tablespoons of baking soda. Those always get me confused. You're going to need 1.5 cups of vegetable oil or olive oil. You will need 1/4 cup of vinegar, and then you add whatever food coloring you have. I did quite a few drops of blue. I also have, it said for an eyedropper, but I have a little bitty baby milk dropper I'm going to use. So let's get into it. So the lava lamp was invented by Edward Craven Walker, an Englishman in England. He was in a pub or a restaurant, and he noticed on the back of their stovetops, I'm going to pause the facts for a minute, you got to kind of shake it out and make it even. I'm going to take a couple of these and break them up. He noticed while eating on the stovetop there was a self-made timer, and it had this funny looking liquid in it, and when the food was done, when it was time, the timer would kind of let you know by what it did that the food was done. Okay, so that was in 1948. Okay, so then you're going to take your 1.5 cups of oil, your vegetable oil, olive oil. I had to mix because I didn't have enough of both. You're going to gently and slowly input your oil, your cooking oil, okay, slowly, okay, just ever so slowly. You don't want to disturb too much, okay. So like I said, this is 1.5 cups of vegetable oil, and you can do a smaller container. You can do it in a 2-liter pop container. I wanted to have this a little bit bigger so I could show you all of it in there. Okay, so I'm going to let that settle for a minute. So this is made, the original lava lamp was made of 2 mutually insoluble liquids. One was a water-based and one was wax-based. So the wax-based is what you will see rise up and make the bubbles in your lava lamp, and the water-based is to contain it and help it float because of the liquid state. Okay, so like I said, I've got a cup with vinegar that is dyed blue, and I just mixed it up in there, so it's about this blue color. It's really pretty. And I've always got some extra bowls around because I'm a mess sometimes, and I'm used to that. So the next thing you're going to do, I'm actually going to pour this out into that cup, this bowl. See, I'm a mess. Pour it out into here. So you've got that pretty blue. That's what it's going to look like, okay? And then I'm going to use my baby dropper. Move this out so you can see it. And just suck some of this up, okay? So remember, this is a 1/4 cup vinegar, and I did quite a few drops of blue. You can do whatever color you want. You can even mix your color. I even thought about adding glitter, but I didn't know if I wanted to go that far and that messy. So what you're going to do is, so let's see what it does. If it does anything. And here we go. We have some rising. So basically this is kind of like your volcano effect, but it also has a density proportion to it as well. And see, you'll see them rise back up just like they would in a lava lamp. Bloop. So Walker knew he made it when the famous Beatles drummer back in the 60s actually was told that Ringo Starr had bought one of his original lava lamps. The name of the original lava lamp was actually called an astro lamp, and then when he sold it to the US, they renamed it and branded it a lava lamp. Okay, so I'm going to do more drops in a row and see what we got. So, can you guys see that really well? Because I think this is really cool. And then it'll sink back down once the reaction's done. You can also do this with an Alka-Seltzer and water base as well. This was the one that reminded me the most of a lava lamp. So it is easier to do with an eyedropper or a bigger dropper. But you will see the bubbles start to float up, and then you can float back down, and all that reaction. Okay? So, as the liquid expands, the density decreases, and that's why the bubbles are rising to the top, because of that chemical reaction they're having. Okay? So right here, you're going to see a lot of those bubbles coming on. So, I'm about to be really bold here in a minute. I'm just going to drop some right there and see what we get. Okay. See what it drops into doing. And you can kind of hear there's a small fizz to it as well. That's just a lot of the vinegar reacting with your baking soda. Okay, so let's do a few more things because I don't completely want to waste things. So, on a lava lamp, you have a heat source that creates and kind of melts the wax that makes the bubbles for your lava lamp, and it is based on a heat source which they used just the regular light bulb. And you would put it on, and then the wax, the blue, like I'm using this blue stuff, was actually more of a waxy form than anything, and it would melt it, and that's why part of it would come apart and float to the top. And then once it got to the top, the water-based insoluble, would actually bring it back down and solidify it more until it gets down to the bottom of the base that has the heat source. So, I'm going to do this a couple more times just to show you guys so we can get some good bubblage. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will have this out this week since like I said, this was kind of a last minute experiment since the one experiment I had did not work out quite as well as I thought. So this is just something you can do with your parents, you can do with your grandparents, and I know both of them would probably remember having a lava lamp, or you even had one. I had one as a kid. Mine was pink and glittery. So, this is Miss Heather with Steam. Like I said, this will be out on our Facebook videos, and YouTube this week. It launches at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, and we will have the worksheet out for you available for you to pick up by Wednesday. I will work on that as soon as possible. It will be Wednesday at the latest. You can come and pick up that worksheet. I hope you enjoy. Tag us. If you decide to do your experiments, video it. Tag us in it, and I would love to see what you do. This is Miss Heather. Have a good day.